Wishing me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even and mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models, this is smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Getting, yeah, I got that, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, but I think I might just skirt off. Blow the speakers and turn up, pop up. Go to church with my shirt off. Tell the Lord that I'm here now. I've been waiting for so long. I've been patient for so long. Breaking rules like there's no laws, and I did it for a long time. If you don't like me, take a ticket. There's a long line. Nice to meet me. I think the pleasure's all mine. They've been clocking me so long. I think they lost time. Ooh, you lost. What you mean? Woo! What you mean? Woo! And now I'm just a so with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up, whoa, with the what you mean? Woo! Hold up now. Don't know what you think it compare me to. Adrenaline popping, the blood will be leaking and running. Yeah. I do what I do, I don't care if you like it or love it. Tell all of my I got a new girl. Wait. You tell the that I'm in the bank and I want all my money in hundreds. I'm tired of living on the edge. I want it, they gon' call the feds. I just bought it, cost an arm and leg. My mama told me take it back and get a job instead. Where's your common sense? Me and the devil got too much in common, I swear. Yeah. Born in the ghetto, I never had nothing to fear. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous like I want it, so I might just throw a hissy fit. Call up Cassie after she broke up with Diddy, yeah. I told Shorty if she talking, I ain't. And she gon' call her friends up and we did, whoa. I ain't in the talking, go chop off your lips. If I ain't in your top 10, go fall for bridge. My black boys, I boys that knock off your lid. I doubt y'all gon' pop off, so hop off my. What you mean? I said, what you mean? Woo! Listen, I don't trust her, so, no, I said, what you mean? Whoa, I said, what you mean? Woo! You thought I was finished, you thought it was over. You thought I retired, you thought I was fishing with Kobe. I'm still as ill as considered as one of the coldest. Still a put a partner rapper here like Moses. I'm throwback like a molar roller. I'm cooler than a cup of yogurt. Black flag board, truck soldier. I'm cool with laws and Ayatollahs. Rap god, Cyclops and Ogre. I'm King Kong, ain't nobody told you. You think road still. And Bobby Brown about to go get. Paul McCartney, I'm rich. I'm Muhammad Ali, I talk. I'm James Brown, about to tear down this. I'm Michael Jackson, them bad as bag, gon' get it. What you mean?
Nice P, you know?
What up, Pick?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I call them, he bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things. I bring them things. I bring them things. I bring them things.
Man, you don't want with them, bro. Oh, you, and it better get low. Extorting, you ain't got no friends. Oh, they'll be with that like a Chanel scarf like rainbow. $1,000. ain't your cloth. You ain't, that ain't no sauce. I can see the noodles made for poodles. I'm thinking about the LaFerrari coupe. 1.8, the option is the roof. Greens is a secret to the youth. Your goals are malnourished. Please fit the juice. Y'all be vaping, I be laden. Yes, y'all be aping. I'm Richard Mill Nation. No diamonds, just tourbillon facing with gears and sprockets with the sapphire casing.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens dropped back to 500 last week, so they're looking to turn things back in a positive direction today. It's the Texans going up against the Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard.
Two times. Come on, let's go. White 90. Check. White 90.
They go play action here on first down. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Here we go now. 3-19.
On first and 10, Nash. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Tight end's Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Tight end's on the Ringo. Hurry up. Here we go. You got 4.
Looking to throw on second down. Nash. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime.
Strong right. Over. Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Operating from the gun. Nash.
Shift.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now out comes Houston. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Man left, man left. Here we go. White, 90. White, 90.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Tyus Bowser in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They may need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Get that quarterback. Let's go. Red 38. Red 38. Mike 50, Mike 50. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Fielded at the 20. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd down following the run.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. Green.
To throw on 2nd down. Nash. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6.
Watch left. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. It's going to be a long Leopard. No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing on first down. Nash, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Tight end left. Tight end left. Hurry up. Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Nash is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey. Set. 3-19. Watching now, Barney. Check. Detroit. Check. Crunch.
To throw on second down. Nash. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And this is their third drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Lucky. Flex round. Come on.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Double tight. Let's go. 4 down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Come on, let's go. White, 90. Even. White, 90. Ohio. Flex round. Slam. Ohio. Watch the ship.
Out of the gun, Watson.
Back.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Four down.
Here we go. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Tight end's right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue landing.
We got three. Three down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey.
Now let's go. Blue landing. Back to throw. Nash. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Tight end right.
All right, here we go. Over. Hurry up, here we go. Leopard.
Check.
All right, now, lucky 56. On 3rd down. That's Patterson, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Watch tight end.
Here we go now. Blue landing. From the gun, Nash. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking to throw. Nash. Now he's forced out left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Double tight. Double tight. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue.
On first down, Nash. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Second down now after the incompletion.
Got double tight. Alert. Now let's go. Green 30. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
Throwing again. Nash. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and throwing those hands. Back to throw, Watson. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Double tight. We got 4. Here we go. Flex round. Ohio.
On first and 10, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Strong left. Let's go. What?
Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Well, the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
4 down. Let's go. Red 38.
Here's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 47-yard line. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
I got him. Come on, let's... 57 the mic. 57 the mic.
To throw on second is Watson. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit And in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Double tight, guys, double tight. We got three, fellas, we got three. Detroit! Over!
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's gonna fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Man left, man left.
Hey! Set! 3-19!
We got four.
No. Watch him now, Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nash. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90!
From the gun on 3rd down. Nash throwing the out route incomplete. That's Curry.
He wasn't ready.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we got three.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39! Over!
Check 99.
On 1st and 10, Nash looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Sparks. 10 more there and another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go.
Operating from the gun. Nash. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On the dive, here's the fullback Prosh. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Run! I got him! Double tight. Let's go! What? 90!
On second down, here's Watson. Oh, some strong running. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Flex round! Let's go! What? 90! Flex round! Under 10! 10! Ohio! Jim! Check it back!
On first down, Watson escapes the slant. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Tight left. Here we go. Red 38.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Flex round! Here we go! What? 90! Ohio! Hey, turn it up! Let's go! Red 38!
From the gun, here's Watson. It's caught by Mike Evans. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And Elliott puts this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now they'll run it on the toss. So an agile move, but not a big gain, down right near the 25. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Larry. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
To throw on second down. Nash. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Ravens on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. Green.
From the gun, Nash. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part, to perfection, did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pull it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch right there. Let's go, D. Here we go. What? 90. What? 90. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Now Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out.
90. What? 90. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Houston. puts this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throwing on first down, Nash. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. Hey. Hurry up, here we go. Three down.
They run a draw here on second down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Over. Here we go. Motion.
Detroit!
On third down, Nash. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end left.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Operating from the gun. Nash.
Crash.
Oh, when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Crash.
Picked off at the 47. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Here we go. Red 38.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Red zone opportunity.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Stand up in.
Ohio.
Showing eight.
From the red zone now, Watson. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Double tight. Odd on.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Watson lost it, and the Ravens have got it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Five down. Stand up in.
Gun.
Kill.
Gun. Detroit.
Alert,
Here we go now.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Strong left.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
55, 55. Hey, let's get that ball.
Watch it now, Barney.
Looking to throw on second down. Nash. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12.
Hey, guys, check me out.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Leopard.
55.
Leopard.
Mike 55. Record. Watch the edge.
All right, now, Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Bang.
No. Check. Patriot.
No. Off.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The Ravens on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third and 17.
No. Check. Patriot. Let's go. 319.
From the gun, Nash. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go. Red 38.
3 down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw is Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Strong right.
Here we go.
Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Man left.
Let's go. What? 90.
4 down.
What? 90. Flex round.
Deuce.
Here's Watson now on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Okay,
that catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that.
Watson now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Oh, to the house! To the house! Woo! Got double tight! Double tight!
All right, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
Got four down.
Over. Now let's go.
Check,
3, 9,
Off the play fake. Nash.
Check it out.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Four down.
All right, here we go. Back 99. Over.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Here we go now.
Go.
Over. Here we go. 3, 19. 3, 19. Over.
Watch the whip.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Nash throwing the out route incomplete. That's Curry. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway.
Now let's go.
Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On first down, Nash throwing left side. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Reset. Tight right. Watch the backer.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Hurry up. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Tight end right.
Hurry up. Here we go. Leopard. Gun. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Left. Watch left. I got you, punk.
Gun. Hurry up. Here we go.
Kill.
Green 39. Green 30. All right, now, Lucky 56.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Over.
Tight dog.
the 42. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The Ravens on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
I'm coming after you. All right, here we go. 3-19. Gun. Set. 3-19.
Off play action. Nash. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. So now from a defensive perspective, they might still have a pulse.
Yeah, that probably would have sealed their fate, but now they're still within 2 scores.
Ohio! Sponge! No! Here we go! Red 38! Mike 50. Let's go! Red 38!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Single. I got a single in the slot. Here we go! Red 38! Ohio! Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there. Flex round!
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. When you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Here we go. Red 38. Hey, boys, we got
Watson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 11-yard line. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
You got it, son. Let's go. What? 90. Mike's 50. What? 90.
Watson from the gun. He'll throw. Broken tackle. He may try and run for this. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start.
Two times. Now let's go. 3-19. Stand up in. 3-19.
Now a handoff looking right. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 95 yards. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now it's Watson. Down. The Ravens able to get to him. DeForest Buckner in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left.
Here we go. Watch.
Now they run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, we got tight right.
Let's go. What?
Watson.
Hey, check. 3 down.
And he will find his man on the outside. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
What? 90.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation.
Double tight.
We got 4. All right, here we go. Green 39.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Ravens on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Ravens, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Legging with Nick, we dump it off like V. Ramonovic. Sorry, homie, you know we not friends, it's off of politics. Politics never get to see who really run it. Now you know who run it. You rap.